What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. This is Friday, August the 5th, 2022. Today's video is not going to be long. I just want to briefly talk about Fxsway. Someone asked me about the A.G.E PAMM and what I think about it now. I've been sharing what I thought about it in the previous videos, and I haven't had much thought since then. But I just wanted to check in there and see what was going on, and then, of course, give my short thoughts. Before we get started, I want to remind all of you that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many, many different platforms, nothing more, nothing less than that. And if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, just make sure you hit the notification bell as well. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see what's going on. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to talk about a little bit of the A.G.E plan well, let me just talk about what happened, right? So when I first got started in A.G.E, this was the first brokerage Fxsway that I ever worked with, pretty much, all right? With the exception of some other ones like a NOVATECH, which is not really a brokerage like this, where it gives you multiple different PAMM accounts to choose from. This was the first one that I ever seen with multiple different PAMM accounts that you could choose from. But there was a personal recommendation made to me by a colleague of mine, and still a good a colleague of mine. It's someone I still watch all the time. And I still look to him for some new stuff when they come out. It's just this one didn't work so well for the majority of people. So it was like a minimum buy-in of $1,000. Everyone was excited about it. It was doing really, really well. And then the bottom just fell out, right? It started losing trades. It started doing a whole lot. And then, long story short, I'm trying to make this story as short as possible. A lot of people were like, well, I'm going to pull my money out. I'm going to pull my money out. I'm going to do that. How do I do that? They figured out how to pull their money out. There's a lot of people that pull their money out. That's cool. Then there was an A.G.E 2, right? Well, I'm going to see if that's still there. There was an A.G.E 1, of course. That's what the original PAMM we were in. And then there was an A.G.E 2. As I kind of scroll down here, do I see A.G.E anymore? There's the A.G.E 1. Let's see if I see A.G.E 2. As you can see, there are so many different PAMM accounts here, and they used to have them listed as they used to have them listed different. Oh, Quinn Bradford. I wonder if that has anything to do with Quinn. That's his name. CPMD. Shout out to CPMD. But there's so many different PAMM accounts here. There's an A.G.E 2. So there's so many that you can join, right? They all have their different entries and outs, and the A.G.E was the one that was suggested to me. The A.G.E 2 was also suggested to me. However, I just did not decide to jump into that one for whatever reason. I don't even remember why. I think it was just because I didn't have enough capital at the time to make that decision to do it, and I just moved on to other things. But what ended up happening, long story short, I keep rambling. What ended up happening is it went down, right? Everyone dropped out. Well, not everyone. There were a few people that pulled their money out, took their loss, whatever. I said, I'm going to just keep my money in there, right? I'm just keep it in there, see what happens. This was a long goal play. This was a long-term play for me. So I'm just going to keep it in there, right? So when I decided to keep it in there, a few weeks later, or maybe even a month later, it shot up like 300%. And I took a huge profit. I think it was like 2,000 in profit, but I ended up taking like anywhere from 10 to 12,000 out. So that's what I did. I got all my money out. I got all my profit. Made a profit, right? And that's why when you see on my A.G.E little synopsis here, net profit $2,099, but the funds is a negative 1%. Negative 1 cent. This A.G.E actually stopped trading. I'm looking at the last no open position so far. The last closed position was on the 29th of July. It is now August the 5th. So it's like A.G.E has decided they're not going to trade anymore, which is that's their decision. But I made my profit. Those of you that were watching me when I did that, I made a big announcement. I said, yo, 300% it just did, y'all. You might want to consider taking some off the table. And I think a lot of people took some off the table at a bad time for the actual account. And hey, it's nobody's fault per se. Maybe if you want to place blame, it's on the AGE money manager, but this is what can happen. And you know, when you see big gains like that, it's foolish of people not to take their profit, right? You got to take your profit, especially if you've been losing for a month and then you just see it shoot up. My suggestion to anybody would be get your money. Get your money. So that's what I did. I got my money and I moved on, right? I got my money and I moved on. I still left enough in there for it to decide if it wanted to climb back. I would have some money to earn, right? It's a PAMM account. So I'm hoping that it just continues to earn on itself and compound on itself and win trades, but it just did not do that. So you win some, you lose some, ladies and gentlemen. That's the moral of the story. But I want to make sure that everyone understands the basic difference between Fxsway and this AGE PAMM account. Fxsway is still doing fantastic work. They're still being a fantastic broker. As a matter of fact, this is still a place that you can access many, many PAMM accounts. You do your research on them. You figure out which one is going to work out for you if you want to do it, and you do it. If not, then you don't. But this is still a great asset, Fxsway is. So AGE may not have done what we all hoped it would, but there are many different PAMM accounts in which I might even decide that I want to get a part of maybe in the near future. I've been emailed by a few PAMM PAMM account managers on Fxsway who have tried to get me to promote their PAMM account. And I've given a couple some thought, but not really. I've moved on to another broker and another PAMM account, which has been really working well. Not saying that anything's wrong with Fxsway as a broker, because there isn't. But I had just moved on to another PAMM account, which just happened to be in another broker. So that's just my long, short story, however you see it on Fxsway in the AGE bot. It was working okay for a little while. I got involved. It started to tank a little bit. People got a little fuddish, and then it shot up, right? And hopefully a lot of you were able to get your money out. But if you weren't, the account didn't look so hot today. As a matter of fact, it stopped its trading, looks like, on the 29th of July. It is now August the 5th. So I don't know if they're recalibrating. I don't know what the case may be. But all I know is that we made a profit. And for those of you who have been watching me, hopefully you made a profit as well. With that being said, put your 2FA on all the wallets that will allow you and all the platforms that will allow you. Your wallet should definitely allow some 2FA, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west. And if you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked, ladies and gentlemen. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. I will see y'all on the next video. This is a video on Fxsway, kind of a short synopsis of what happened with the AGE bot. Want everyone to understand nothing is wrong with Fxsway, but the AGE bot did indeed fail us. All right. So, well, actually, it didn't fail me. And hopefully for those of you that pulled out a profit, it didn't fail you either. For the long haul, it definitely failed, though. All right. See y'all on the next one. Peace out.